I saw like, okay, we're casting this documentary about femme lesbians. I was immediately interested in being involved in it because there just aren't like mainstream representations of women who look like us.
Is Lady Gaga gay?
No.
Queen Latifah.
Rachel
Is she gay?
No,
Rosie O'Donnell.
She hasn't come out. Oh, Rosie.
Who is the country singer? What's her name? Sherry, something.
It's very hard because if you ever see on the news or it's gay day at Disney, they'll never pick out a nice feminine couple.
The idea is that if you're gay, you're androgynous or butch, and if you look like this heteronormative woman, then you're probably straight.
And so it's just like, it's like this thing that's just totally ignored.
You know, because we blend in. We blend in, we go somewhere and we completely blend
Nobody
in.
knows. I was just at a hairdresser's on Friday and she asked me, she called my partner my mom.
A lot of people think, okay, you came out, okay, you're good. No, you're not. You're just beginning.
It's
You know,
continuous.
It's
continuous.
just starting.
You just read the prologue, chapter 1.
I'm so happy, like in my sort of femme presenting like dress, that I never really wanted to change, but I think I spent a lot of time questioning if I was supposed to.
I definitely did the whole baggy jeans, wife beater kind of look for a few months.
I used to actually wear like a rainbow necklace or something to try to distinguish myself. It's sad, but I'm like, how do I do this?
Do you currently feel a part of the LGBT community? Do you feel included within it?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
It's just that when I'm with certain like queer groups, I have some friends who identify as genderqueer and queer, and they're great friends, but I often don't feel included when I'm with them just because of the way I look.
Like I find myself looking at other women and automatically assuming they're also straight. That happened to me. I was pitching a television show the other day, and the television executive was like feminine too, and then somewhere in the middle of the talk she said something about like, oh, my girlfriend, and then I was like, did I hear that right? You know?
We think that sexual orientation is something that only gay people think about as part of their identity. But your sexual orientation is a fundamental part of who you are. I can't imagine a conversation in a social setting where you don't reference your partner.
When people are like, oh, so what are you up to? You still doing girls? It's not going away. Like, it's not a period of my life. It's part of my life.
I had someone say to me, you hide your sexuality really well. And say it in the way that, like, it was framed like a compliment. And the only thing I could think of to say at the time as an 18-year-old was thank you. And it wasn't a compliment.
Oh, you're gay? I'm like, yeah. What a waste. What a waste.
Oh,
It's like,
I heard
what a
that.
waste. Yes. What a
That's why I
waste.
snapped this
I'm
week.
like, well, it may be for the man, but women love me.
They don't respect the fact that I say that I'm gay, that means I'm not interested in them. And I'm not going to be interested in them.
Because some people think I'm respecting you because I'm not calling you a dyke and I'm not, calling you names, but we're not going to talk about it. And the lack of acknowledgement is just as disrespectful.
Yeah, and we laugh about it because we're used to it, but it should not be like that. I think we laugh about it because it's like every time we go out and that happens, it's so normal to us that we just like brush it off. Like we're used
We're
to it.
desensitized.
Imagine if we got worked up every single time that happened.
It's like breakfast. Like we have it every day.
Maybe they'll walk away from watching the film and say, that's interesting. Next time I look at a person, I'm not going to automatically judge the book by the cover. I'm going to like reserve judgment and maybe not think that they're straight automatically, or maybe I'll believe them when they say they're gay.
I think one of the biggest contribution I can give to this community, to our community is, and to humanity, is being a part of your project of making this film.
Like, I'm really grateful that you guys are doing this, because
Nobody's done this.
And I wish somebody would have done a movie like this and I would have seen it when I was a kid.
Like, what I want this movie to be is like saying like, we're here and we're queer. Like, not queer, but like, we're gay. Like, we exist. Like, we're not like, Bigfoot. We're like, you've heard about the feminine lesbian, you've never really seen them.
This film will be able to educate not only outside of the LGBT community, but also within the LGBT community. So thank you.
women will see this film from all over and know that they are also included and they belong and they can all identify this way, and that's okay. I think it's a really great thing.
I got sick of saying it, so I got a tattoo.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, can you see it? Yes, it's pretty much out there. Stop asking me.
Oh, this is completely unfair. How am I supposed to pass up a beautiful woman with a camera?